Good morning. I'm very excited today because all 11 of the Aesop's animals have come back from the finisher, and very thrilled. And we've used these bobbles around the edge, which are obviously on a flange, and they're just stitched inside. They're not individually made. So 1 or 2 questions about that last week. So with the subscription, we're starting with the practice linen, and then in January, the linen and the design and the stitch chart for the first animal will arrive at your door, and that is our squirrel. So there is the squirrel, which is very straightforward, all Appleton's wools. Then you progress to the hare. So the Scottish hare is here, and that again has mostly Appleton's wools, and I introduce you to using a little bit of the De Vere silks. And I hope that when you're using the practice linen, you're going to get used to using silks and the 2 different weights of wools, because that's a technique on its own and it's great fun. So after that, we move on to the fox, and this is Ophelia's fox, and this version has a little bit of the dark navy silk in the tail, but on the frame I've left that out. So you start to develop a sense of choosing between how you want your particular design to look. So whether you do the set of animals or whether you do the frame, then you have choices. So in the book, side by side, there's a picture of the way I've worked it on the cushion or the pillow, however you like to say it, or the frame, and it is slightly different in some of the animals. So from the fox onwards, there is a slight variation. So I'm trying to look at my favourite here, and a lot of people really love the peacock. That's been a great favourite, and Juliet, my grandchild, loves this because it's Juliet's wood pigeon. We have them in the garden, and you'll see on the 2 differences for that one, there's a different way of using the silks on the chicks here. And my favourite when I was stitching it was the little owl. I think that's just gorgeous. Love the little owl. And the other one I really liked, which did I like? I liked the little bird, because that one, again, I've used silks in the cushion version, and I've kept it fairly plain and rather hidden and secret in the frame. So it's really up to you. There are slight variations, but you can make it as simply as you like, or you can add in a little bit more detail. And in the arts and crafts movement, these would have been stitched in this particular way, mostly by amateurs, and they would have just added in tiny little bits of extravagant detail because they were the ones that were quite wealthy. I've noticed that these are not very well stuffed, they're understuffed, and that's because for photography from above you don't want to see a mountain, you want to see all the design and where the details are. So we've left a little thread at the back, so I'll undo those and I'll stuff it a little bit more when I use them on my sofa.